everybody, welcome back to my channel and my messy bookshelf. Today is week 2 of the O.W.L Readathon. Now I'm not in any Harry Potter gear, I'm in my writer vibes shirt, but that's okay because I'm still feeling very Slytherin-like today. So in this reading vlog, there will be 2 more books that I have to get through for my owls. The first one is by Piper Sheeman and it's Paradox. I have talked about this. This is the book that my professor helped with, and this is the next book I will be reading. I'm going to start it tonight. I'm not really sure what this book is about because it doesn't give a synopsis on the back, but it does give a praise by Readathon, so that's pretty cool. But this was a Make-A-Wish wish. My professor helped grant this wish to help Piper, who is right here, become an author. That was her wish, and I think that's really awesome. So I'm gonna read this. It looks very maybe dystopian or sci-fi centric. It's only 127 pages, so I should be able to get it done either tonight or early tomorrow. And yeah, I'm really excited to start this one. The next book I'm going to be reading in this reading vlog is Shiver by Maggie Stiefvater. Like I've said, this is the book that if you were Team Jacob, you would go and read Shiver. I've heard a lot of people say, so it has to do with werewolves. It was a really big cult classic in the YA community in the early 2000s when Twilight was like a thing, so it was a cult favorite that I'm excited to start. I don't have the physical book. I actually borrowed it from my library, so I will be reading that on my phone. But let's just get right into this reading vlog and have some fun. Hi, I had to do an outfit change because I had to give my dogs a bath because they got into some mud. Yeah, I am about, let's see how many pages I'm in to this. I'm 14 pages in. I'm on chapter 4. Still don't really know what's going on in the story. All I know is one parent of our main character was a demon, and so she's half demon, and the other character was a princess from another world and they were banished to Earth, and now the girl has been sent somewhere by her mother because her mother sacrifices herself because her father's coming back. Don't really know. I am enjoying it. Not really gonna critique anything about this because Piper is a young writer and I just don't think that's appropriate, and this was her Make-A-Wish, but I am enjoying the story. But right now I have to clean my room. I don't know if anyone else is having this in quarantine, but my life is a disaster and I need to clean it. So that's what I'm going to do now, and I'm going to do some laundry. So I'm going to set up my thing and do a time lapse of me cleaning my room a little bit. Wish me luck.
Darling, I'm selfish. Wish I could love you, but you don't tell me how much you want it. I need a reason, I need an answer, then I can love you every day. But hold on to your feelings till you know what you're in for. Just hold on just a minute till you know what I'm good for.
So it's later in the night and I finished Paradox by Piper Sheeman. It was a cute story. I enjoyed it a lot. It was all about a girl named Lyra, and she is alien royalty, but she doesn't know it. And she has to go on an adventure to find out what Mr. Wallow wants and find out about her parents and her lineage. And it was a really fun, cute, short story, and I really enjoyed reading something that was written by someone who has such a passion for writing, and it was a lot of fun. So next I'm moving on to Shiver by Maggie Stiefvater. Like I said, that's on my phone, so I will be reading from my phone in this vlog. If that's annoying, I'm sorry, but I am excited to get to that one as well, and now I can check another book off of my owls. Let's talk about Shiver because I'm really enjoying it. So I'm about 100 pages in. I'm on chapter 14, and girl, I love this book. I think it falls into the category of my love for like Teen Wolf and Twilight. I really like stories with magical creatures, werewolves, vampires, fairies, anything like that, that like kind of magical realism trope. And I don't know, I really like it. I know more about the book. It's about a girl named Grace and a boy named Sam, and one day, I think she was really young, it was 6 years ago before the book story starts, I believe is what they said. Grace is attacked by wolves. She's taken off her tire swing and attacked, and that's when she sees a wolf with stunning yellow eyes. And from that day on, she always has seen the wolf stand on the tree lines of her house. They live in Minnesota, but in my mind they live in Canada for some reason. Like, I just can't get like this like one beautiful shot that I've seen of Canada out of my head. So there's that. But I'm really liking it. I like Grace as a character. I don't think she's boring. I've heard a lot of people say that Grace is a boring character, but I don't find that very much. I like her. I also like Sam's character at the moment. Another thing is Sam is a werewolf, obviously, and in this world or story, werewolves change in the winter time, and then for those few like summer, spring months, they can change back into human form. And so he's only human for a short while. It's not like werewolves you see like that change only at the full moon, or shapeshifters like Twilight where you can shapeshift on demand. I don't really understand the weird chemistry or how Grace is tied up in the wolves so much, obviously from the attack, but I feel like there's something deeper going on there, which I'll find out later in the story. I also don't really understand the whole pack dynamic yet, which I'd like to know more. It is very interesting. I'm highly enjoying it. I will update you with my thoughts probably tomorrow because I'm tired right now and I need to go to bed. I will update you on my love for this book because it has very mixed reviews on Goodreads, and a lot of people think it's boring and a lot of people hate it, but in my opinion, I'm really enjoying it. So to each their own. But I'm also notoriously known for liking just trash things. Trash TV, trash movies. I mean, my favorite TV show is Teen Wolf, and a lot of people think that's trash. It's not as bad as Riverdale, but like, you know, whatever. I'm okay jumping in the garbage can with all of my trash and swimming in it because I love it. Okay, I'm gonna go to bed now.
I could give you a try, take it to the sky, if you give me one good reason why you deserve my time, why you should be mine. All I need is one good reason. Secrets are no good, don't let them hurt you. Better be honest if you want my kiss.
I'm just gonna go put some iced coffee in a thing because this is disgusting.
I wanted to update you on my reading experience of Shiver. I am, let's see where I am in the book. I am on page 132 and I actually really am enjoying it. I think it's because I just need something light and not too serious to be reading right now. I like Grace, I like Sam, and I like them together. Yes, it is very, and I mean very insta-lovey, but I feel like there's a reason for it. I feel like we're leading up to this reason why they are the way they are, and he asks her about like when she was attacked, why she doesn't remember being bitten, why isn't she like him. So I find that interesting, and I'm excited to get on with the story. I'm like really enjoying it, and I think that's a good thing because I haven't had a lot of books that I've enjoyed during my time with the owls. I guess I just picked bad books. I don't know, or maybe my reading taste is just not there right now. I'm gonna read the rest of Shiver. I'm hoping to finish it tonight because I feel like I can. It's not that much longer in the book. I think there's like 200 more pages, which I have nothing to do, and all I want to do is read this. So I will update you in a little bit. I might go get my mail. I might go out in my backyard and write some more. So like, welcome to quarantine life. We'll see how it goes.
Give me a reason, give me an answer, then I can kiss you every day. But hold on to your feelings till you know what you're in for. Just hold on just a minute till you know.
I feel like this is just gonna be my permanent look for the reading vlogs for the owls because I don't feel like getting ready again, and I took off my makeup, and this is my hair, this is my life with the Mulan shirt on. I don't care. So I think it's at 58% in Shiver, and I'm not gonna lie, I do see the issues with this book that people have. It is so insta-lovey, like not even like kind of insta-lovey. Like this is the definition of insta-love, so if you hate it, you're not gonna like it. That's just that. There was no build up to the relationship. It was just like, oh, he saved me from the wolf attack, that I should be a werewolf because I got bit, but I'm not, and now I'm in love with him. And it's like, no weirdness, like they're really touchy-feely already, and I'm like, not really my jam. I kind of like a build-up, but okay, whatever, ignore that. But at this point, I don't really understand where the plot's going, other than that Sam can't get in the cold because he'll change into a werewolf, which my whole thing is if you change because the cold as a werewolf, why not move somewhere that it doesn't snow or get cold ever, like California or Arizona or Florida? I don't know. Is that weird? Maybe that's just my loophole, but I feel like, one, it might not be explained, like that might not be the full issue, but like that seems just like a really easy solution to not turn into a werewolf. It seems that easy, and I don't understand why Grace can't be like, peace out homies, to her parents, and they leave to like Florida and live in Disney World. Maybe it's just me that this is really easy, but I'm still enjoying the book. It's not like the most groundbreaking thing I've ever read in my life, but I will probably read the rest of the series. I do know the last book is something that I'm not looking forward to necessarily, because I do believe that she's a werewolf the whole time is what I've heard, and I'm just like, from what I understand about the werewolves is they just talk through pictures. Is it just a picture book? Because Sam says he doesn't know words when he's a werewolf. Like, he doesn't understand, or like remember things. So, I don't know. Maybe I'm just finding all the plot holes of this series really early on, and that'll just be not a surprise to me. But I don't know where the plot's going, really, other than this rogue werewolf Jack that was a teenager that went to high school with her is not complying with the werewolf guides, like showing up at school and scratching on people's doors, showing up to his sister. I don't know at this point, but like no one seems that concerned other than Sam, but he's like, I can't go out in the cold, so I can't go find him. So like, hopefully he's fine. Hopefully he doesn't eat anybody. This book is a train wreck and I love it. I also like to say this is the only Maggie Stiefvater book that I have read. I have, where is it? I have the Raven Boys right here. My friend Bailey bought that for me for either Christmas or my birthday. I can't really remember which one, but I haven't gotten to it yet. But I've heard great things about the Raven Boys series, and you know, Maggie Stiefvater's books are really highly loved. I think this is her least favorite series out of her fandom, and their favorite series is usually the Raven Boys. So I'll be interested once I get to like her later works what I think of them, because right now I'm not really that impressed with the writing. But then again, this was written in like 2012, I think 2010, I don't know, during the Twilight era. This was when it was written, and you know what, this was great literature back then. So I'm just gonna go back and read about the chaos of Sam and Grace. Also, I have a really good friend named Grace who is blonde as well, and every time I read Grace, I'm like, this ain't Grace. This is the same Grace that I know. We'll see how I feel at the end of this reading vlog. This story was so good, and it just gets increasingly and increasingly more awkward with the relationship of Sam and Grace. Like, I'm gonna need them to have like a life-saving, or like Grace is gonna die and Sam saves her for me to be redeemed. I don't know, there's no build up to the relationship that I'm like, yes, I'm so invested in them, and it just continues to get awkward and they're weird, and I'm really upset because I was really enjoying it. No, I don't know how I feel about it. Hey y'all, so you might have just seen me and then does this only this side has stripes? I'm suing because that really bothers me. I thought both sides had stripes on it. What? Why is it like that? Who made this? Anyways, like I was saying, you might have just saw me in this outfit in another video, the video from Tuesday, talking about book Twitter and all of that, because I had to get my 2 cents and my feelings out about that. I don't usually make videos like that, so that was a moment. But I'm here to recap all of my week 2 of the Owls. And yeah, I'm really excited there is like a fly in my room. I'm really excited to talk about them. My first book I read this week was Paradox by Piper Sheeman. Like I said, it was a girl who her wish was to become an author, and my professor created and helped her write this book, and it was really good. I really enjoyed it. It was all about an alien race, and before the story begins, our main character's mom and her father are banished from the planet and are sent to Earth, and then the whole rest of the story is about our main character finding out herself while also finding out about her mother and her father. So yeah, I really enjoyed this book. I would give it a 5 out of 5 stars, just because I enjoyed just the simplicity of it, and it wasn't anything crazy to get into, which I enjoyed. So yeah. The second book that I read for this week was the one that I talked about the most in this reading vlog, which was Shiver by Maggie Stiefvater. Now, I started out really enjoying this book. I really liked the characters, I liked the concept, but as the story continued on, I noticed a lot of plot holes that were poking through, and I still don't really understand the wolves or the world itself. I don't really understand why Grace is not a werewolf, even though in the beginning of the book she is bitten. I don't understand a lot of things, and I don't understand the ending. So for me, this was a 3 out of 5 stars. I think I gave it, just because I'm confused, and maybe if I read the second book I will understand. My other thing that knocked it down a star was that the relationship between the 2 main characters, Grace and Sam, was so insta-lovey, it was disgusting. It made my teeth want to rot out of my head. There was no build-up. She just liked this wolf, and she called him her wolf for all of her life, ever, I think, since she got attacked, and then all of a sudden she finds him human and needs to save him, and all of a sudden they are in a relationship. It's like that, and there's no build up. I need a little tension. I need some build up in my love stories. It was so fast. It was faster than Edward and Bella fell in love, and man, those two fell in love like that as well. Another thing was I didn't understand the main villain in the story. But supposedly the villain's Winter, which I think is a lame villain if I'm being honest, because I mean, like, give me someone that is like evil, that is just pure evil that I still want to root for. I may have a villain complex where I like villains, but I've always been like that. I've always really liked the villains in the story, and I want to see them. I gave examples last night, but like Sebastian Morgenstern, even though I hate him, I still love him because he's such a good villain. I just love villains, okay? It's a thing. Sorry. I can't help it. If you have a favorite villain, let me know down below. But yeah, I didn't think that it was a strong enough villain just to have Winter as a villain. I think there should have been an opposing force other than the cold to like really drive the story home, because other than that, the story kind of got boring. All they were doing was like hanging out at her house and worrying about the winter and making out. And I was like, that's all fine and dandy, but like, where's the danger? Please let me know. But let me know down below what you read this week for the owls and how your owls are going. I would love to hear all about it. Next, I'm going to be reading Sea Witch and Glitter. I'm actually starting my books tonight, so you'll see me in this outfit again. Sorry about it. I don't feel like changing. And I will see you next time in Wonderland, loves. Bye.